This episode is brought to you by a professional stock library, which is an absolute lifesaver when you need to source high-quality clips in a hurry. But you should definitely stick around, because I am also going to show you a smarter, faster way to turn long-form footage into viral-ready moments. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we are doing something a bit different, part chat and part mini tutorial. We are talking about title sequences today, specifically why they matter, how you should think about them, and some practical approaches you can actually use. If you are an indie creator making shorts or web series, this information is going to be incredibly useful for your workflow. Think about any television show or film you love, because chances are you remember at least one iconic title sequence. That tiny musical sting, the specific visual motif, and the way the logo arrives on screen does more than just say that the show is starting. It sets the mood, teases the theme, and sometimes the title sequence itself becomes the signature of the entire show. A good title sequence is really just a chance to invite your audience into your fictional world before the first real frame of the episode lands. So, do you actually need one for your short film or web series? The short answer is maybe, but if you are making content under 10 minutes, you probably do not want to waste precious runtime. Viewers watching shorts online often want a quick hit, and they will likely binge through several different videos before moving on. If your piece is under 15 minutes, a super long cinematic main title sequence might actually feel a bit indulgent. Anything over 30 seconds of intro and you really risk losing your audience's momentum entirely. That is exactly why title cards, which are just quick, punchy 5 to 10 second intros, have become so popular online. Title sequences are basically a movie inside of a movie, so for indie creators, the secret is being extremely economical. This leads us to 3 common approaches: simple animated text, montage sequences that build theme, and the 3D logo reveal. Today, I am going to walk you through 2 of them, specifically simple text animation and montages, and show you how to work much faster. Let us start with simple text animation using a hypothetical show called Depth, which is a murder mystery set around a creepy lake. We want a title card that plays like a body surfacing. It needs to feel eerie, slow, and completely unresolved. Start small by making a 6 to 8 second composition. Pick a font that feels cold and slightly off-kilter rather than a standard sans serif that just screams generic. In your editing software, you can flip that text to 3D and add a little tracking animation so the characters separate slightly as the text moves forward. That micro-spacing gives the classic cinematic trailer feel, and viewers subconsciously read big production quality from that tiny motion. Next, you need water imagery, and while you could shoot it, high-quality stock clips are a massive life hack. If you cannot film a frozen lake in the middle of the night, just grab a ripple plate or underwater shimmer clip. Lay that ripple under your text and use a displacement map to let the ripple naturally deform the letters. Choose luminance as the source so the bright parts push the text, and then tweak the distortions for a believable aquatic wobble. Since the show is mysterious, add blur as the text dives deeper, then make it sharper as it approaches the surface. Build that effect with an adjustment layer and animated blur, and toss on a mesh warp to get that organic, watery push and pull. Lighting really sells the depth, so add a soft light layer that intensifies as the text nears the surface. Then, cut that light away at the very last second to keep the mystery alive. The words surface, then they vanish. Symbolically, you have said everything about the town, the disappearances, and the unresolved ending without actually telling the plot. But here is a practical tip. You do not have to manually search for hours to find that perfect ripple or crow close-up. Modern tools can now scan long-form footage and automatically pull out moments that match a specific mood or visual cue. Say you have a 2-hour shoot. Automatic editing identifies the tight visual hits like a hand dipping into water or an eye close-up. Use those as raw material for your title card instead of scrubbing forever trying to find that one perfect shot. Next, let us talk about montage sequences, which are the absolute go-to for most modern title sequences. A montage lets you present symbols and themes without ever giving away the actual plot of the episode. If your show is 15 to 20 minutes per episode, a 20-second opening can set the tone without eating your runtime. Study the great examples. You will notice they do not just show straight clips of the actors or locations from the show. Instead, they throw imagery at you like religious icons, decayed buildings, hands, gravestones, and quick flashes of violence. It is thematic shorthand, and you do not need to show the cast or the plot to make it work. You show ideas like sex, death, decay, or survival, and the viewer's brain instantly fills in the rest. Let us quickly deconstruct a 10-second slice of a montage to make the point. A grainy, old-fashioned clip tells the viewer that the setting is rural, while a hymn snippet signals religion and community loss. A shot of law enforcement in the shadows suggests a failure of institutions, and crops of gravestones imply death. The music ties it all together and anchors the geography and mood of the entire piece. In just 10 seconds, you have established the time, the place, the stakes, and the overall vibe of your project. Now, how do you make a montage like that if you are an indie creator on a budget? You need lots of footage, macro textures, aerials, close-ups, time-lapses, and foreign locations. Stock libraries are a shortcut, but you have to be careful about the costs and the usage rights. Using a flat fee library gives you a ton of content, which is great when you need one-off exotic clips. But remember that stock footage can look stocky if you do not treat it with care. That is where creative editing and subtle effects come in. Color grade, add film grain, and match your contrast. Stitch your clips together with matching motion and rhythm to make them feel like they came from the same source. Modern AI tools can turn that stock footage into something completely new and unique. Instead of manually combing through clips, auto-editing tools can chop through your library and pull standouts that match keywords. It is not a perfect replacement for hand editing, but it gives you an immediate montage draft to work from. A quick word about 3D logos. They are great, polished, and often used instead of a full title sequence, especially on television. They are flashy, brandable, and quick, which makes them a viable alternative when you need a short, strong intro. I used to spend days hunting clips, cutting them up, and manually tagging moments, which is fine if you have the time. But for most indie creators, time is the constraint, and traditional suites don't solve the content discovery problem. Using AI to automatically find viral moments in long footage and schedule your posts is an enormous multiplier. Consistency matters, because a killer title sequence is absolutely nothing if no one ever sees the show. Set your posting frequency, let the software schedule optimized drops, and keep your channels alive. To wrap up, title sequences are a choice, not a rule. If your runtime is short, consider a lean title card that sets the mood without wasting minutes of your show. If your piece is episodic, a 25-second montage can build identity and give viewers a ritual they come back for. Use stock footage smartly and use tools to surface the best moments, from long takes to assembled drafts fast. Go make something that invites people into your world, and don't spend a week hand-porting every clip to social. Thanks to our stock partners for the footage, and thanks to you for watching. See you next time.